Shaman had just finished his master's degree in the US and landed his first tech job. Money was tight, so he found a cheap month-long Airbnb on the outskirts of town. The locals called it the Whisper House, but Armin didn't know that yet. From the outside, the place looked harmless. White wooden walls, a bright red door, and a quiet yard blanketed in snow. But the second he stepped inside, something felt deeply wrong. A cold swept through him, far colder than the winter air outside. It felt like someone's breath brushing against his ear. Then he heard it, a soft whisper sliding through the wooden walls. "Welcome home." He froze, telling himself it was just nerves. An old house creaking. Nothing more. Before leaving, the host, Mr. Lawrence, gave him a single, strange warning. If you hear someone whisper at night, don't answer. Armin just laughed it off, tossed his bags inside, and tried to settle in. But the house was waiting. That night, around 2:17 a.m., a sound woke him. Thud, thud. It was coming from inside the walls. Slow, deliberate steps. Then a whisper, soft and trembling. "You hear me?" "Right." His chest tightened. He tried to be logical. Old wood. Air pressure. Houses make sounds. But then, his phone's flashlight turned on all by itself. The beam shot across the room and hit the wall. A shadow stood there. A girl. Long hair, head tilted, completely still. Facing him, in a blink, she was gone. Armin barely slept. The next day at work, he casually mentioned the house. The entire room went silent. His co-worker Dave leaned in close. "Dude, you're an asterisk that asterisk house." Dave told him the story. 3 decades ago, a high school girl named Lily Marston vanished there. Her last message to a friend said someone was whispering her name from the walls. Geez. After she disappeared, every tenant who stayed there heard a girl whispering at night. Anyone who talked back, who answered the whispers, never woke up. Armin felt a chill settle deep inside him. So the warning wasn't a joke. The second night was even worse. At 3:11 a.m., someone knocked on his bedroom door. Not loud, but enough to send a jolt of terror through him. He opened it. The hallway was empty. Downstairs, the rocking chair in the living room was moving on its own. No wind. No open windows. Just the slow, rhythmic creak of the chair. A small notebook sat on the seat. It was a diary. The early pages described a girl hearing whispers from the walls. The very last line stopped his heart. "If anyone hears me, please answer." Slam. The diary shut, his breath shaking. Curiosity and fear were twisting inside him. The next morning, he confronted Mr. Lawrence. "Whose diary is this? What happened in that house?" Mr. Lawrence's voice trembled. "It's my granddaughter Lily's. She was last seen walking into the basement. She said a girl's voice was calling her, spits from inside the walls. She vanished without a trace. The police searched everywhere. I know she never left that house," he said quietly. "She's trapped there. And she calls out to anyone who can hear her. That's why I warned you. Never answer." Armin didn't know what to believe, but he knew one thing. He had to survive this month. He didn't. The third night came like a trap snapping shut. At 3:11 a.m., the whisper returned. But this time, it wasn't in the walls. It was right behind him. "Armin, help me." He fumbled for his phone, trying to record it. Suddenly, the wall cracked open. A pale, freezing hand reached out toward him. He stumbled back, and the hand vanished instantly. But behind him, footsteps slowly approached. Soft, steady, getting closer. He turned. Lily stood there, or something that looked like her. Her hair hung wet across her face. Her eyes were hollow pits of darkness. Her head was tilted in that same unnatural way as the shadow he'd seen. "You heard me," she whispered. "Now you must answer." The lights flickered wildly. Shadows crawled across the floor. The walls groaned as if they were alive. She stepped toward him, each step sharp like ice breaking. A sudden, violent slam shook the entire house. The basement door swung wide open, revealing nothing but pitch blackness inside. Lily lifted her hand and pointed. "Come, I've waited so long." Armin felt a strange pull, Not physical, but inside his mind, as if the darkness itself wanted him. He ran for the front door, but it wouldn't open. The doorknob burned his hand. "Just answer me," she whispered, her voice right next to his ear. "Say my name." The pull grew stronger. The basement seemed to swirl with living shadows. His vision blurred, and he felt himself slipping away. Then, a blinding burst of light filled the house. The front door flew open. Mr. Lawrence was there, grabbing him and pulling him out into the snow. "Don't look at her," he shouted. They slammed the door shut. From inside, a rising chorus of whispers twisted into horrible shrieks. Outside, Armand collapsed, his whole body shaking. Mr. Lawrence looked drained. He spoke quietly. "Lil isn't alone in there anymore. Something else lives in that house." The whisper is how it finds new voices. People had tried to destroy the house. Fires would go out on their own. Demolition machines would break down. Nothing worked. "The Whisper House wants only one thing," he said. "Someone who will answer." Armand left Black Hollow that night and never looked back. But sometimes, even now, when he tries to sleep, he hears something faint in the darkness just behind him. "Armand, you heard me once. You will answer again."